Hello guys, in this video we are going to see about data types in R. So the first data type of R is nothing but numeric. Okay. So the next data type is integer, complex, logical, character. So these are the data types which are supported in R programming. So numeric, integer, complex, logical and character. So we will discuss about each of these data types in detail. Okay. So in case if you want to find the data type of a variable, you can make use of this function class of. Okay, so now we have saved a variable value 10 in a variable a. Okay, so in case if you want to find the data type of the variable a, you can just make use of this function class of. So class of a, when you execute this function, you will get the data type of a particular variable. Okay, so now let's see the different types of each variable in detail. Okay, so the first data type is nothing but numeric. So numeric is nothing but decimal value. Any numbers with decimal value will be considered as numeric. So this is also known as double. Okay, so 23.5 or 10.1 or 1.1 or 2.1. Okay, so any decimal value will be considered as numeric data type. So whenever you are assigning a decimal value to a variable, the data type of the variable is nothing but numeric. Okay, so in case if you want to check the type of the, so here we have I have saved the value 23.5 in the variable v. So if I want to check the data type of v, I have to use this function class of. So print of class of v. So the data type, so 23.5 is nothing but the numeric data type. So the numeric will be displayed. Okay, so numeric is nothing but any decimal value. Whenever you assign a decimal value to a variable, the type of that variable, data type of the variable will be numeric. Okay, so next data type is nothing but integer. So integer is nothing but a real value, integer value. Okay, so how to assign a integer value? So whenever you write a number followed by capital L, this will be considered as an integer. Okay, so normally whenever you type a number followed by capital L, this will be considered as an integer in R programming. Okay, so here I have assigned the value to capital L to the variable v. So the type of the variable, data type of variable v will be nothing but an integer. Okay, so this is one way of defining an integer. Okay, see, another way of defining an integer is you can make use of this function as dot integer of. Okay, so as dot integer of, and whatever numbers you are giving, that particular value will be converted as integer. Okay, so let's have a look at this example. So 3.14, we know that 3.14 is nothing but a numeric data type, right? Numeric or decimal, right? Or you can say this as double. Okay, so now this can be converted as integer data type. Okay, so the thing is you have to make use of this function as dot integer of. So now when I pass 3.14 to this function, the output of this will be nothing but an integer. Okay, so this is one way of defining the integer in R programming is whenever you write a number followed by capital L, this will be considered as an integer. Okay, so next thing is, in case any other value is given and if you want to convert it as an integer, you can use this function as dot integer of. So moving on to the next data type, which is nothing but complex. So we all know that complex number is nothing but a number which consists of a real part as well as imaginary part. Okay, so whenever you assign a complex number, so the format is you have to write a real term, a integer followed by plus followed by imaginary part 5i. So this I, a number followed by I, will be considered as your imaginary part. Okay, so whenever a complex number is saved, and if you check the type, so you can check the type of the data type using class of function, right? So this will be considered as complex data type. Okay, similarly we have just discussed, right? So as dot integer will be converting any type of data to integer, right? Similarly you can just use as dot complex of. if you want to convert a data type of another data type to complex, you can make use of as dot complex of. Okay, similarly, if you want to convert integer to numeric data type, you can make use of the function as dot numeric of. Okay, as dot, you can mention the name of the particular data type. So moving on to the so next thing is we can check the type of the data, type of variable using class of function. I told you earlier, right? So even you can make use of the function named type of, or you can make use of the function named mode of. Okay, so these three functions can be used to check the data type. Okay, either you can use mode of, or you can use type of, or you can use class of. Okay, so the difference between this mode of and type of, or mode of and class of, is this mode of will not be able to differentiate your integer as well as double. Okay, so we have just discussed, we have two data types regarding the numbers, right? One is numeric. So numeric refers to decimal values, and integer refers to the real values, right? So if you are using class of or type of, these two data types will be distinguished properly. So if you are defining a numeric value and check the data type using class of, you will get the result as numeric. Similarly, even if you use type of, you will be getting the result as double or numeric, right? But if you are using mode of for finding the data type of the variables, so this both will not be differentiated. Integer and numeric will not be differentiated. Okay. For example, I have saved a value 10L in A. So 10L is nothing but an integer, right? Any number followed by capital L will be considered as an integer, right? But when I use this mode of for checking the data type of A, it is giving the answer as numeric. Okay, it is not able to differentiate, it will not be able to differentiate an integer and a numeric value. Okay, so we know that this is nothing but an integer, but it is displaying the result as numeric. So that's the difference. Okay, so in all other cases it will be able to provide you the accurate result. Okay, so if you want to check the data type of a particular variable, you can make use of type of or class of function. Okay, so class of, within the parenthesis you have to mention the name of the variable. Similarly, type of, within the parenthesis write the name of the variable. Okay, or if you are using mode of function, so write mode, within the parenthesis you can write the name of your variable. Okay, so moving on to the next data type, which is nothing but logical data type. So logical in the sense, it will have only two values, either true or false. Okay, so it's nothing but Boolean, right? You might have learned about Boolean data type. So logical and Boolean are similar. Okay, so it will have only two possible values, either true or false. So whenever you save a value true or false to a variable, the class of the data type of the particular variable will be nothing but logical. Okay, so even you can use this for comparison. You are having two values, so you are defining two values, a and b. Okay, so you want to compare whether a is greater than b, or a is less than b, or a is equal to b. Okay, so in these cases your output will be a logical data type. So when you are comparing the two variables using this operations, so comparison operators, the output will be of logical data type. Okay, so here you are having the values a equal to 4, b equal to 6. So you are performing the comparison operator, a greater than b. So 4 greater than 6, which is not true, right? So your answer will be false, which is nothing but a logical data type. Okay, whenever you come across a true or false, that belongs to logical data type. Okay, so moving on to the next data type, which is nothing but character data type. So character is nothing but whenever you write anything within double quotes. So it's mandatory that in R programming, whenever you are defining any string or any letters or any characters, it has to be enclosed within double quotes. Okay, you can either use double quotes or you can use a single quote. Okay, we have already discussed this, right? So whenever you are defining a character in a variable, the data type will be a character. Okay, so even if you are mentioning a number. So for example, let's consider you want to you are saving a number 10 within double quotes in a variable a. So a equal to within double quotes 10. So this will be considered as a character. Okay. So whenever you are enclosing something within double quotes or single quotes, it will be recognized as a character data type in R programming. Okay. So here you can just see. So whenever you are using us dot followed by the data type, the particular data, whatever data you are giving will be converted to that data type. In this example, us dot character of 62.48. So 62.48 is nothing but a numeric data type. Okay. So since we are giving us dot character, this numeric data type will be converted to character data type. Okay. So the output of G is nothing but, so this is wrong output. Okay. So the output of this G will be within double quotes, you will get the answer as 62.48. Okay. So within double quote or within single quotes, you will get the answer as 62.48. So the meaning is this numeric value has been converted to the character data type. Okay. So this will be your output.